Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Altars. Let's begin. I'm gonna play this on max difficulty, economy challenging, face tougher economic challenges, with more focus on strategy and survival, recommended for more experienced players or on subsequent playthroughs. Hard, test your skill with more challenging action-based elements. Let's begin. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There's a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route, while the sun burns behind the islands.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Dolski here. Do you read me? Anyone? Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
I love how this game looks.
That's an emergency flare for my capsule. I should look out for those. Hello? You read me? This is Jan Dolski. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray. Maybe the radio's broken. Captain. Shit. Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others. What happened? She didn't crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it. Mobile base. There it is. Dolski here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. We'll try and get down there. Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving. Capsules. Wait. What? No. That's impossible. They can't all be. Why? Makes no sense. Wave? Now? Oh shit, it's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Look how water behaves during the radiation wave. Look at that.
Yes, the elevator. Quick. Come on. Come on. That was close.
Hello? Anybody here? For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
Is anyone home? Base building. So right off the bat, I'm gonna change some stuff. I'm gonna put all elevators here. In the middle.
I need to find the comms room and get help.
Base navigation. Allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. But not yet. So we have communication room, computer room, quantum computer room, command center, airlock, captain's cabin, machinery, storages.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
Says I can hear you, Captain Machine.
I'm here, but I'm not the captain. I'm just a builder. Jan Dolski, corporate ID 4672B. The captain, the whole crew is gone. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Instructions in the logs.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
The blaze would beat him before Star approaching. He's back. You must escape. Proximity Star in days.
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Affirmative. Your phone is sunrise.
Sunrise. Perfect. I need to find those captain's logs.
Evacuation procedure. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. Triple star systems. According to recent Ally Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering Rapidium in the Ally Corp classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and Rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium, as highly unstable element and itself emitting significant amount of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. Ally Corp employees should be aware that, thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years, we're bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by the quantum navigation system on course for a triple star system. Should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Ally Corp exploration vessel, this should by all means result in a notable increase of successful Rapidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Ally Corp and humanity alike. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of Rapidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Ally Corp has equipped the vessel in the cutting-edge SIBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract Rapidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the SIBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. The above information is the sole property of Ally Corp and is highly classified. We kindly remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Quantum navigation. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Ally Corp to optimize the efficiency of space mining operations. How does it work? While the crew remaining in cryo sleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amount of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering Rapidium in a nearby system and eliminate non-efficient exploration. When the exploration of finding Rapidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on the mission-specific settings, the ship trajectory is adjusted accordingly, and landing procedures are initiated. A notification is sent to the mission control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. Gather 60 metals outside. But I don't want to go out because of radiation, so let's sleep. Sunrise in 8 days. And we just learned that sunrise is bad. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task takes much longer. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact with it. There's red dust there. But before I go there, let's explore a little bit. There's nothing there. This is also metal.
Looks like our ship's cargo drop.
Lucky keychain. A keyring with a 4-leaf clover I got from my colleague Adam's parents when I was 12. I used to hide at his place when my father had his worst days. His parents never asked any questions, and everyone around the house behaved as if my visits were a normal thing. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that Adam's father was a psychotherapist. They moved away when I was 14. Multi-tool. My multi-tool. A convenient set. One of the few things everyone should always have in their pocket. I used it countless times to open bottles, fix things, and, well, open more bottles. It was a birthday present from Mom for my 18th birthday. Of course, she pretended it was Father's idea, but I knew better.
It's filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
History of the universe. Millennia after the fall of humankind, a father tells his son the history of the universe.
Yeah, this is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
You found a movie among other things from Cargo Drop.
Things that will make you feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories. Typical corporate bullshit.
Perhaps there's a way to watch it in the base.
Is that a movie? Huh. Ally Corp even thought of entertainment at the base.
Organics.
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way. be Rapidium?
Gather 30 Rapidium samples.
I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make sure. I need to collect a sample. Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all. It knew where it was sending us. Except... I survived.
I'll come back here later.
I still can't believe it. If it really is Rapidium, this could change everything. I need to report it. That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
Build a workshop via the command center. I'm gonna check this place before I go back. Trading card. Watching Speedway was the only fun thing I used to do with my father. When I told him who my favorite racer was, he cared enough to get me this trading card, showing that racer. This might be the nicest thing he ever did for me. I guess he had a good day. I'm not into Speedway anymore. Maybe I should give it another chance.
My stuff landed here.
So that item was here, and another one was around here. And that's it. I'll go back now and explore more later. Build workshop. 40 metals. Craft a scanner. To create an item, first schedule work in the workshop queue. You can then work on the queued item at the workbench. So here I can queue it up, or I can also queue it from anywhere from this menu. Production, workshop, and then scanner. Find an organic deposit area. Movies. Climbing hook. The climbing hook costs certain amount of energy depending on the height. It isn't necessary to climb down high walls, which means that climbing down doesn't cost any energy. Please ensure that Seba base has enough fuel for the upcoming journey. In case of fuel shortages, locate and harvest organics on the surface of your planet. Blue smoke is a characteristic indicator of organic deposits. If fuel shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. What is Rapidium? First discovered accidentally by an Ally Corp near space exploration vessel. On the 842 Hermes asteroid passing Earth, Rapidium revolutionized the way we think about accelerated growth. Called by its enthusiasts the time-traveling element and the savior element, it emits a unique type of radiation, COXY, which can transfer raw energy directly into the mitochondria of organic cells, projecting matter into versions of its future self within hours instead of years. Why are we exploring the most distant corners of space to find it? The answer seems obvious. Multiple research confirms that the potential of Rapidium is almost limitless when it comes to infusing life to crops, even in the most challenging climate conditions, while reducing the time and resources needed to grow them practically to zero. The implications are immeasurable. Finding and collecting a substantial amount of Rapidium will allow for restoration of agriculture on Earth, putting an end to the global catastrophe of hunger. Ever since making the groundbreaking discovery, Ally Corp has become fully committed to bringing the savior element to Earth and makes continuous efforts to invest both in accelerated growth and space mining technologies, always proudly at the forefront of striving for the future of humanity, never falling back. Let's answer the call.
Hello? Anyone copy? I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be Rapidium. You hear me? I think I found Rapidium.
You sure about it?
What? I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
Test it.
Test the Rapidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Some sample of DNA provided.
Who are you?
The humans.
The womb, huh? A DNA sample, huh? I guess it makes sense. Rapidium speeds up organic growth.
You can change the position of your modules whenever you like. Simply hover over the module and you know what to do. Yeah, we went over this, so... Build, elevator, corridor, workshop, womb.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it? Here goes. DNA sample. Rapidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh.
What else?
We just got a new captain of this ship.
Oh, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly. Hello, Molly. Oh, you don't bite, do you?
Pet the sheep again.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep. Is it me, or does it sound a bit artificial? Hey, Molly. What are you up to, little rascal? Hello, Molly. How's the grass today?
Tiredness versus exhaustion. You ran out of energy and became tired. In this state, physical work takes much longer. If you stay up until very late, you'll become exhausted. Each minute of exhaustion causes you to wake up later the next day.
You know, sometimes I wish everyone was as easygoing as you. What are you up to, little rascal?
Okay, the dialogues are repeating now, so let's go.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the Rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what did this.
Yes. Yeah, I did. It's fantastic, isn't it? I just have to get out of this alive to claim my medal.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Find organics in the deposit area. And I'm also going to build this. Day 3. Sunrise in 7 days. Quickly, I'm gonna change airlock down here to machinery. Command center 2. That's gonna be it for now. And check this out. Radiation barrier. Protects the base from radiation contamination. It needs radiation filter to operate. When auto load is turned on, it will automatically load the next filter when the last one is depleted. Let's go out. Find the organic deposit area. The first step to scanning a deep deposit is to find the deposit area. An organics deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can uncover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scanned ground and try to pinpoint the place with most intense red coloring. That's the deepest point of the deposit. Press Q and build mining outpost. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with a base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with a base. You have connected a mining outpost with a base. From now on, you can fast travel to move quickly between base and the mining outpost. You can access fast travel at the airlock, base entrance, or any outpost. So I can fast travel from here and to here. From any outpost and to the outpost, or from the base and to the base. Before I mine, I'm gonna go this way. Because I didn't explore this area. I'm gonna double check something here quickly. And then I'm gonna go get the organics. So that's the red vein we see from down there. That's all I wanted to see. Let's go back now.
Look for organics here.
Sunrise in 5 days. Build a kitchen. Prepare 6 mush meals. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. So you can queue up meals or anything you make like this, or you can press middle mouse button, which is set uphold. Let's say you put uphold to amount of 6. Whenever a crew member works in the kitchen, they will try to have this amount of food supplied. So you don't have to micromanage them and tell them every single time the amount of food they have to make. Start engines in the command center.
Functionality manual. To the saber evacuation.
Whoa. What just happened?
Turn the lever in the machinery.
Come on.
The saber evacuation.
Do this to me now. Sorted. Let's give it another go. What? Not again.
To the saber evacuation.
You have got to be kidding me. Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
This thing broke down.
The saber evacuation.
And now let's have a phone call.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. When you check data consistently, CMQC module.
Rapidium can save me? How exactly?
Answer this.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy. What is this? Mine records. What's going on? Wait. I recognize this. It's my life.
Okay, strap in, because I'm gonna read a lot now. We're gonna learn a lot about Jan's life. I could skip all the reading, but I feel like playthrough is more complete if I go through everything. So let's begin. Distant memories. Childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, rows of similar apartment blocks. The local grocery store mom worked in. The playground where you spent more time than at home. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. Turning a blind eye. At 15 years old. Another bad day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear, no, better not get involved. Run back home. One day, you'll get out of here. You'll have to. 16 years old, the need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. 19 years old, at the crossroads. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom alone with him. Going away. You promised yourself you'd get out of here. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often, maybe, but you can. You will visit her. 21 years old. Your place far from home. It's been months since you've been home. But you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good. Like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train only to see mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early? And all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oath of a father. 22 years old. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months. You could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch those lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting, and you could send some money to your mom. She needs it for her treatment. Too late to say goodbye. 23 years old. You missed it. The moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You messed up. It's too late to say goodbye. 23 years old. Carry on for her. You failed her. But what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place? To become bitter and dead inside, be like dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all, ditched college, made fresh start, forgot? But wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mom would want you to get on with your studies, get a job. You have to carry on. For her. 24. It's different with her. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have bought wine. But wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project, but she's so different from anyone else you ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see she likes you. 24. Am I good enough? This is it. She moved in, but is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it. You know they would. And she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. 25. New opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honor and that offer, a PhD. It's tempting as hell. But the salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? Ugh. You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. 26. Better prospects. It was tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects. and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. 27. The Purgatory of 9 to 5. On the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work. No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him, not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. 28. A dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank. Hand in hand with Lena, finally. Signing the mortgage papers was easier than you expected. Maybe it was worth putting up with the idiot of a boss for 2 years. To get to this place, a dream house, Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get ready for Christmas. You'd love to see her parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. 30. The crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash at the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about worldwide crisis approaching, but you, laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? 30. Busy night. Red lights, you close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All they know are Christmas songs at this time of year. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5. It's a busy night, and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. 31. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house. But for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off bank, with a soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn. Just wish she didn't want it so bad. Holding on. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes, but how could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her that it was the sensible choice. You need to get your stuff together. Give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job. Falling apart. She's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault? Those bills are piling up. As if you weren't working hard enough. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. Drowning sorrows. You look down another bottle. And the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. A new, better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself, drowning your sorrows in the bar. You're everything you promised yourself you would never be. Where the hell did you mess it all up? A way out. You toss and turn your head. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make change. A space mining mission. In search of that mysterious substance, Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience. And you know you need change. You haven't managed to stick to one job more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space. Far from here. Just like you always wanted. Far away from your problems. You'll think about them later. Or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. And this was the last one.
How did they get it, and what for? Hey, I checked the quantum computer. What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
Mind records need initial procedure.
No. No, I want answers. Shit. What do you want with it?
Initiate breaching procedure.
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
Alter? I'd alter what?
Lose your life.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use Rapidium to create a... someone. And to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
So,
All right. How about my other options? You jerk. I don't have other options, do I? What? What is it doing? I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
So after reading all of this, now we can create a clone, an alter, that had a slightly different life. So Jan, he chose to go away from his home, away from mother. And we're gonna create an alter that chose to stay home with the mother. Staying behind, you lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with the constant shouting. Is this what you rejected the college for? Putting up with his frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time, you should just lock the door on him. But what would the mom say? So this version of Jan would become a technician. Okay, now let's see his life. He stayed at home. Standing up to him. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. Ups and downs. You laugh as mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She cooked her pierogi. Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. The prescription she brought home today is gonna cost you plenty. Not in his footsteps. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind the job offer, that's for sure. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive again. No way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own. You always do. Final goodbye. You hold back the tears when you look at her down on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming. Her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn. Get your stuff together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. Fixing things. You brighten up as the engine starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good. Like you really can change things, make them better. Looks like going to that vocational school wasn't just parting gift from mom, but the best you could do for yourself. Unfamiliar feeling. It feels good to become an expert on something. The boss says customers ask for you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. And he's the first person you open up to about mom's passing. Why couldn't dad be like that? Shady business. You try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here, talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted. Doesn't look you in the eye that much. Disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? Lost trust. Fake batteries, counterfeit parts. Is that what this was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him, thinking you can open up to him. While all this time, he's been lying in your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you have been. Treat it as a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Fine on your own. Of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you. Now, of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you, now that he's in jail. His words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them. But what if you lose your job? You love that workshop, but they're criminals. No. Assertiveness, remember? Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. Staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around your fingers, you think of mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money. Working in an international factory on a contract of employment, you stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. Ghosts from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one. From the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of figure watching you. You turn and see it's just somebody's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment, you thought it was Dad. You sip your drink and listen casually to conversation at the tables. It's good not to have problems. Drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes just keep coming out of you. It's a good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people friends is a little bit too much. You've only just met them, but you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left is giving you signals. Could this be your lucky night? Signs of trouble. That damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You're lucky if you keep your job at all. And this damn advert is just getting on your nerves. Rapidium, a magic trick to make everyone happy. Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? Him again. You can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take a risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on. Wait, is that? It's him, Dad. He looks like a tramp, of course. He visits the bookie regularly. Effing loser, man. You just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here, quick. And don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your stuff together. Project Dolly. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds, especially if your debts are mounting. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through the mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong and you'll be alright. So that's his life branch.
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this? Where am I? You're in a lab inside the SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you? Okay. My name is Jan Dolski. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Jan Dolski as well? What kind of bullshit is this? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me. It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. mind records. Man. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind? Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me. And this version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be? You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least? Theoretically? Wow. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I? Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way. Unbelievable. What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Start the engines. Before I start the engines, I'm gonna go get more organics. There's nothing else I can build. So let's sleep.
Evacuation functionality.
Sunrise in 4 days.
Detected the evacuation.
I'm gonna go get more organics. Between 21 and 6, the radiation levels on the planet become deadly. Get back to your base before your suit breaks down. He's in the kitchen. I can try to talk to him, but he doesn't have anything to say. There's going to be a small indicator on his icon up left when he wants to talk, or when he has some dialogue available.
To the safe.
Now let's sleep. Three more days. So there's plenty of time to explore this area, get everything. And there it is, organics full. Organics are stored here, in this part of the ship. They're not stored in the storage. And now, we can leave. And whenever you start a new journey, you're gonna need the amount of organics equal to your base mass. The heavier the base, the more organics you will need. Collect everything. Technician suffers from radiation burns. Production. Production is limited only to small essential items due to increased power consumption by moving base. The Altars tab allows you to check the mental and physical state of your altars. The event log on the left provides insight into recent events. I'm pissed at Jan. He's really irritating. No hunger. Ate adequately today. Efficiency when doing base maintenance. He's angry. To reduce radiation levels of your altars, you can turn on base radiation barrier. It can be turned on in the machinery. The barrier consumes radiation filters, which can be produced in the workshop. I can't turn it on because we're moving, so I'll do it later.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me. I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep. You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing. Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well. Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid. I'll tell you what's stupid. Listening to someone who created you, 'cause he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. To repair the communication room, you'll need a repair kit. You can craft one in the workshop. Repair the communication room.
Hello?
Mr. Dolski?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
I think so. I was almost done for, but then I got these crazy instructions to duplicate and edit myself. Was that you?
Yeah. It's called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Yeah. I created my altar. Thanks for the help, I think. Is this even legal?
You found Rapidium, Mr. Dolski. We needed to act.
What about the mind records? What is all that personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course. And it kind of saved your life.
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No idea why, though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me?
You know, you're not very informative.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dolski. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
I want to talk to someone higher up. Do you have a boss?
I might sound young, Mr. Dolski, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good. Nothing to worry about.
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no Rapidium on Earth.
So how did you know what would happen?
I didn't know. I anticipated the outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, you must have, since it's there. Maybe you didn't read your contract thoroughly? They like to put these things in fine print, you know.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it, safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
That's not a good idea. He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah, mind records. See? You are so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out to see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
You can learn more about your alter's life and choices by analyzing his life path in the quantum computer module. We already did that.
I've been thinking about what you said. You're right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time. I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours. Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class? What do you think? Huh? Yeah. Now build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she ask me to help her make pierogi? Her famous pierogi. Oh my God, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi? No way we'd find the ingredients here. Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me. If you die, I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
Each person in the base consumes 1 meal per day. Higher quality meals will have positive effects on the mood of your altars.
Here you are, the famous Dolski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah. Hey, you're right. So, they're delicious, man. Shut the fuck up. So, how do you feel? Great. A serving of dehydrated dumplings completely changed my outlook on the situation. I feel so optimistic about life now. Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier, thank you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you, I actually enjoyed it. So did I. Sharing these memories with you, knowing you understand me, that was kind of comforting. Are you getting mushy with me? What? No. Okay, just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm just not the sentimental type. Who's being sentimental? All I said was... All right. Just tell me what the plan is. The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls. Right, so until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses. Do they know about me? They were the ones who told me to create you. Bastards. Tell me you know what to do. All I know is we need to get to a safe place, then we'll improvise. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate. I have you to help me. That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people. People? What people? The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me. Versions of us both, you mean? Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though. Actually, I can't wait to branch myself again. Sure. Take the bull by the horns. Good luck keeping him happy.
Hello? Jan? Can you hear me?
Lena? Lena, is that you? What are you... How did you find me?
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing. So much more beautiful in real life.
I'd love to see it. And you back in one piece, of course. I think the board is genuinely concerned for your safety. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
No. Just that you're all alone out there and could use someone close to talk to.
Really?
How did you make it?
I'm not sure. Something strange. Everyone died in their landing pods, except for me. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh my... That does sound so unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable to hear from you, out of the blue.
I know. It's awkward for me, too. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. I just hope... What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that, of course.
Yeah. I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
Hey, were we supposed to stop here? Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine. Something outside then? Yeah. Don't jump in your suit already. I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base. All right, I'll take a look around.
Act 1. Day 9. The sun is far away. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.